It is my pleasure to invite the winner of the Award for Excellence in Professional Studies to speak for the undergraduate class of 2022. The award winner is Shireen G. Scott, who rose to become Vice President in Corporate Communications at Synchrony Financial while earning her bachelor's degree in Management Studies at Marist. Shireen began her college journey in 1995 and embodies the perseverance of everyone here today who juggled work and family responsibilities while pursuing their degree. Shireen?
Thank you, Dean Wormuth. And before I begin, I just need to give all honor and glory to God. Whatever you believe or don't believe, I know that I would not be where I am today without my faith and without God's blessings and favor over my life. So I just need to do that. So with that said, hello, class of 2022. We're finally here, graduating with our earned degree. Some of you are still in your 20s and just took a few years off before finishing this accomplishment, while some of us are just a little bit older and finally finished this thing we started some time ago. For me, it was a journey of a dream that seemed to be just out of reach, a dream deferred. However we started this journey, there's one thing we all have in common today. We not only did it, we did it successfully through a global pandemic with rules changing every day and the traditional workforce structure turned upside down. We survived and thrived despite all the challenges thrown our way. We proved we're agile, we're adaptable, we're resilient, and we should all be proud. The majority of us had full-time jobs, some had more than one, and many of us were working on our own academics while also helping our children navigate theirs. Figuring out how to get young kids on their Zoom meetings while not turning yourself into a cat on your own was a huge challenge. As adult students, we may have even been taking care of parents or other loved ones during matriculation. I think I can safely say we've also mastered flexibility, time management, work ethics, and communicating in a digital world. All the top soft skills that are in high demand with employers. So if you guys didn't get the memo, please know that you are the total package. I started this journey in 1995 at Baruch College in Manhattan, and I had it all figured out. I was gonna graduate in 4 years, get an awesome job traveling the world, and make lots of money. But life had other plans. I realized that I was pregnant during my sophomore year because I literally thought I was dying. I was one of those women that had severe morning sickness that lasted all day, every day, for 5 whole months. I can usually do a million things at once, but during that time, there was no way I could complete classes. I had to put a pause on college for the moment. That's the first time that the opening line of Langston Hughes' Harlem took root in my head. What happens to a dream deferred? It would play through my mind for years to come. My then boyfriend, now husband, and I settled into life as a small family and later added our daughter. I attempted to return to school a few times over the last 10, 15 years to complete my communication and media studies major, but money and the daily demands of life always got in the way. School and dreams of obtaining my degree were constantly deferred. Deferred, but not dead. My children have given me such purpose, drive, and joy that I don't believe I would have achieved as much as I have in life without them. I worked my way up through a marketing career, starting with an entry-level job, and was committed to being a good wife and mother. Despite not having the coveted degree, I even did well professionally, but I needed to fulfill this educational dream for only one person, me. Fast forward a few years, and I made plans to enroll in the accelerated program here at Marist, and I knew deep down that this time would be different. Even though I had one child in college and one about to enter college, I walked on a crazy faith that I would figure it out and get it done. Money was the only issue this time, but God would make a way. I got into the Marist program, but at the same time, I landed an awesome job at a wonderful company. I was starting a new role, and I wanted to do it right. So I again deferred my enrollment, but this time for 1 year. So what happens to a dream deferred? Well, that wonderful company that I told you about, they believed that if their people wanted to continue growing, learning, and thriving, they would be there every step of the way to support them in realizing their dreams. And the support I needed at that time was through the amazing tuition reimbursement program that covered the entire cost of school and books. I didn't have to worry about finding money to cover my education. For so long, my husband and I had to watch our budget to make sure that everything we wanted for ourselves and our children was feasible. Employers, if you're hearing me right now, please invest in programs that will help your employees pay for school or get their certification or whatever is the right fit for them and you. It will pay off for employers with more engaged and more skilled employees. And it will mean the world for your employee in ways you can't even imagine. Cohorts in my class at Marist all had aspirations of adding value to their existing companies. An investment in your workforce is an investment in your business. Synchrony's tuition reimbursement program really made it possible for me to complete this journey without the stress of funding it on my mind. Instead, I could stress about statistics, papers, finals, group projects with people that I've never physically met. All that, but not money. Never in my wildest dream could I have imagined that I'd be standing here before you today giving a valedictory address. So what happens to a dream deferred? It comes to fruition, it flourishes, and it exceeds your expectations. As we each start this next chapter of our lives, we're grateful for the support system that helped get us here. For me, that includes my mom and dad, who always made me feel like I was the smartest person in the room. And Dad, although you didn't get to see this new year, I know you're watching this ceremony from a prime location. To my husband, Jason, no more glow from the light of me reading chapters in the middle of the night, although he slept through almost everything, so I don't feel too bad about that one. Thank you for the kudos and the support throughout this journey. And to my children, Jason Jr. and Janai, thank you for encouraging me and telling me how proud you were of me. Jen, I especially appreciate you cheering me on each step of the way when I had moments of doubt. You both are my motivation, because while I did this for myself, there's a large part of me that wanted to be an example for you. How could I impart the importance of a degree if I didn't have one myself? I want you both to exceed my achievements, and I know you will. As I said earlier, for me, this journey started off as a story of a dream deferred, but this story has a happy ending. A dream deferred became a dream realized, and I imagine that that's true for so many of you here today. As we head off tonight to celebrate what we achieved, I know that what we accomplished will now open the doors for so many new dreams racing through our minds. Where do we go from here? What do we do next? Just know that a dream deferred does not mean the end. Many of our dreams will be deferred and not realized as quickly as we'd like. But that part of the journey is what makes you stronger. It means you need to fight for it, to work for it, and grow while achieving it. So let's go off with our dreams and our degrees and fight for the next dream. In the words of Marian Wright Edelman, education is for improving the lives of others and for leaving your community and the world better than you found it. To each of my fellow graduates, leave the world better than you found it. Make your mark in the coming years. But tonight, celebrate all that you've accomplished to get here. You earned it and you deserve it. So congratulations, class of 2022.